Back students, today we will be going to verify the Kirchhoff's current law. So all of us have studied Kirchhoff's current law in our theory classes, where it states that the total algebraic sum of all the current meeting at a point or at a junction is equal to 0. So today we will verify this Kirchhoff's current law by using this circuit. Here you can see there is a circuit where we have a voltage source. Here we will be taking the voltage source as 9 volt. Okay. Then next we have 3 resistances through which we will be calculating the current values. So if I will consider a node over here, suppose this is node A. At this node A, I need to find out the Kirchhoff's current law. Means the total incoming current should be equal to total outgoing current, means I3 should be equal to I1 plus I2. So by using this circuit, I will do the verification of Kirchhoff's law. So first of all, the first step is to do the circuit connection. So I will do the circuit connection as per the circuit diagram. Another thing you can observe that I have connected 3 ammeters here. Ammeters are used to calculate or to measure the current values in a particular branch. Okay, so here we have ammeters connected in 3 branches, where first ammeter is used to find out the I1, second ammeter is used to find out the I2, and third ammeter value is used to find out the I3 value or the total current value. So let us do the circuit connection. So here it is the 9 volt source. This I will connect to the first ammeter. Suppose this one is the first ammeter where I will be measuring the I1 current. The another end of the ammeter is connected to the 500 ohm resistance. Okay. Then next is it is connected to the other end of the 330 ohm. Suppose this is your 330 ohm resistance. I have connected here. Another end is connected to the ammeter. Here you can see the ammeter. And the other end of the ammeter is again connected to the, you can see here, the positive end of the 9 volt supply or the positive end of the another ammeter. So I am connecting it to the positive end of the voltage supply. So up to this my connection is done. Then next I will do the connection for 680 ohm resistance. So this is taken from either 500 ohm or 330 ohm resistance. So I will take it from the 330 ohm resistance. This is the 680 ohm resistance value. Another end of the 680 ohm resistance is connected to the third ammeter, that is this one, where I will find out the I3 value, and this another end of the ammeter is connected to the negative end of the voltage supply. So this is our circuit connection. Now we will switch on the power supply. Okay, I think here we are getting negative value. That means we have an error in polarity. So whenever we are getting negative value in the ammeter, means we have to just reverse the polarity value. So I will reverse the polarity value. See here we are getting positive value. Okay, so now we will be doing the verification. Here I have connected the 9 volt power supply, right? So first thing, in the observation table, in the first reading, I will take 9 volt supply voltage. Then I need to find out the current value, first current value, that is I1. Means in this ammeter, how much we are getting? Around 4.01, 4.02. So suppose I am taking 4.01 ampere. Okay. Similarly, here you can see, sorry, it is in milliampere. Okay. This is in milliampere. Then next is I2 value. How much it is? 5.88 milliampere. Right. Then here we need to calculate I1 plus I2. Means how much it is coming? 9.89 milliampere. Right. Then next we will see the I3 value, that is the measured value. How much it is we are getting? 9.84, 9.85. So I will take 9.85 milliampere. So from the observation table you can notice that the calculated value we are getting is almost similar to the measured value. So here we can say that the KCL is verified.